Hello, this is Dee. Let me adjust a little bit here. Have some incense and a candle going. Okay. This is Age of Aquarius that we're entering into. And this is a reading to help you along your spiritual path. These are daily readings to help those that are our brothers and sisters. They're part of the bloodline. Some of you are aware of that, some of you aren't. It's about your genetics and about the missions you have down here on the planet. Some of you will consider yourself starseeds. Some of you will consider yourselves druids, Wiccans, witches, pagans, and various other titles, energy healers, tarot readers. You all have missions down here trying to help usher in this new age. The old paradigm is falling, and we're ushering in a new age of enlightenment, love, and compassion. Something that's been sorely missing in this old paradigm. So, these readings are to help guide you. That's what they're all about. That's part of my mission, is guiding you. Same with Gabriel and Adonai. So, it's funny, Gabriel's front and center on this reading. Interesting. But the reading starts, underlying energy of the High Priestess, known as the Priestess card in this deck. Key 2, Major Arcana. This is the underlying current. So there's the card, and I always go with the creator of this deck's explanation of the cards. I add my intuition and things like that for the readings. I also meditate prior, and they did give me a vision, which I found fascinating. It was a long corridor, and I get that vision of this long corridor frequently. And at the end of the corridor, I stepped through a doorway, double doorway, to look down on a stage that has the curtains drawn. They haven't gone up yet. Something's getting ready to play out, but it hasn't started yet. It's just getting ready to start. And that's funny because it kind of ties in with what I was just saying. We're moving into this new age. We're ushering in a new era. And that's interesting because that feels like what that vision was that they were trying to show me. So keep that in mind during this reading. That may mean something to you as well. Maybe you get visions of this same thing, possibly. The moment I started meditating, the door back here between my office and the bathroom started creaking. It's almost like that's one of their new signs to let me know they're around. I can also hear them on either side. And they're very present right now during this reading. I can hear them both loud and clear. What's interesting is for, I don't know, several weeks, 2-3 weeks, I didn't hear them really much at all. But they're loud and clear this evening. So they're with us. For this reading, you might hear that door creaking in the background. That's them just letting you know they're here. Sometimes they'll make the wall right here in front of me make noises too. So, anyway, High Priestess, first card out. This is Sophia, or wisdom personified. She guides you toward the deepening and broadening of your knowledge. Aspire for scholarship to wield the power of discernment. The priestess is the queen of the angels. When the priestess appears to you, she instructs on the cultivation of your wisdom and intuition. The summation of choices you have made and the landscape of thoughts you have painted for yourself had taken you to the threshold of a particular path, and now it's time to venture deeper, farther. Here is the wellspring of magic. Beautiful cards, aren't they? Alrighty. That's the underlying current of the reading. The overall energy for Saturday, June the 13th, 2020, starts with the Mason. That is the Three of Orbs, also known as the Three of Pentacles in other decks. Put it up here front and center for you. There we go. All right. Venturing off into the realm of the threes. Upon the first stair, right here, ex nihilo nihil fit. That's Latin, meaning the philosophy that every work is built or comes from a pre-existing work. The Mason is completion and inauguration with a materialized work product to show for yourself. It is the spirit of merit by your side, of hard work and dedication that pays off. This is the spirit of architecture, of construction, and material works erected brick by brick, stone by stone. Labor omnia vincit. Hard work conquers all. And I also see this as working together. For me, that's how that feels. This is working in concert with each other. No more inner battles with those that you find are your tribe. It's time for teamwork. Everybody needs to work together. I know I see a little inner turmoil going on in different communities between witches, pagans, tarot readers. It's time to unite. Time for strife is over. Nobody's better than the other. You're all just different. You all have pieces of this high priestess inside you, the goddess. And keep that in mind at all times. You're all interconnected, and fighting amongst yourselves is really futile, especially now. We need to gather our energies together, because that stage that I see at the end of that long hallway, that's getting ready to start. You guys need to be ready for that. And that won't happen if you're busy chewing on each other. Okay? This is what you need to make your highest priority. This card represents to me, the Archangel Commander is Gabriel, also known as Enlil in the Sumerian text. He's also known as Zeus. He's also known as Yahweh. He is the commander of the angel army, literally. He is the storm god. He's also called Thor. He's got a lot of names. But if you look at here, it says Angel of Storms and Battles. And I don't know if you all have experienced this or not. On my other channel, I have video of, and I don't know if some of you realize this or not, but angels and ETs and demons are all the same thing. Pretty much. Some of them are interdimensional. I'm sure some of you work with them and you understand this. Some of you this may be new information to you. But this is Enlil of the Sumerian text. And when his ships come in, they come in using thunderstorms, as a method of cloaking. And it also is kind of a shock and awe sort of thing. I actually filmed them last year, or very late 2019, very late, I don't know, it's on my channel. I've got, let's put it this way, you hear people have made reports about the horns of heaven. They hear them sounding. Those are ships they're hearing. And when that storm came in, we got those horns, and it wasn't thunderstorm warning system of the town. It was horns coming from the sky. And people in the town I lived in called the police, reporting it, trying to figure out what was going on. I knew ETs were visiting at the time, but it took me a while to put 2 and 2 together, but those are ships coming in. Anyway, the angel of storms and battles, like I said, this is very much Gabriel, Enlil, Yahweh, his card. And that is what we're supposed to be making our highest priority. This is also known as the King of Swords. The King of Swords is the lead commander of the divine forces. Esque ad finem, we shall fight to the very end. He is the most powerful and most formidable of heaven's warriors. His full title is Archangel Commander of the Light. The Archangel Commander appears to you now to bring strength, conviction, courage, and manifest fearlessness. He is tasked to assist you with navigating the storms, inner and outer, and to defeat any demons that threaten to harm you. The King of Swords is your divine warrior who will lead heavenly armies against your adversaries. When the Commander of the Light appears to you, it is because you need reinforcement, and now that spiritual reinforcement has come, led by the helm of your greatest champion, the Archangel Commander. You're preparing for a fight, and the Archangel Commander appears to you now in advocacy of your cause. That's some pretty mighty support. Evidently we need him, and I don't doubt that. We need both Gabriel and Adonai. We need all of them right now, right? Then in this position we got the Shining Quarry, which is the Knight of Orbs, wild and fertile land. This is the position here is what to be mindful of and prepare for. So we'll take a look at the Knight of Orbs, the Shining Quarry. You are now being given divine instruction to alchemize the elemental nature of Earth, to increase your material resources, assets, and to cultivate fruitful abundance. The alchemical instructions the Spirit brings you is this: crystallize your work ethic into something finally solid and tangible. Create definitions. Then slow down, decelerate, so that you have a chance to reflect and meditate. You do not need to be on the path of rapid increase. Not yet. Now is the time to cultivate your resources organically, taking it slow without giving in to the temptation of urgency. Be methodical. The shining quarry marks the encounter with one's own earth nature and making sense of our material attachments. There will be realized outcome in your personal economics, finances, property matters, business, income, or earnings. The shining quarry is here as a guardian spirit to help you navigate the work cut out for you, having to build a stronger earthly foundation so that you can increase your access to sources and thus bring about the success you have been seeking. Et omnia quocum cumque fecit prosper abuntur. And in all things he does, he shall prosper. Persist forth, and your efforts shall be successful. The shining quarry is with you to make certain of that. And that's what we have for you on Saturday, June the 13th, 2020. This is about your mission, your work. And she's here, and he's here to help guide you on your way and protect you. So, I hope you have an absolutely fantastic Saturday, and I'll be back for another reading. Pretty much daily, hopefully, unless they instruct me to do otherwise. So, love you guys. Out past the moon, out past the stars, out past the cosmos, and back. Thousands and thousands and thousands of times. You are me, and I am you. Keep that in mind, and it's time to work together. Ta-ta.